Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Immigration YTTV. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about U.S. court allows Trump officials to end protected status for 60,000 migrants. A U.S. appeals court has cleared the way for the Trump administration to end temporary protected status for 60,000 migrants from Nepal, Honduras, and Nicaragua, putting thousands at risk of deportation after years of living legally in the United States. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. A federal appeals court delivered a major victory to the Trump administration on Wednesday by halting a lower court's ruling that had temporarily protected 60,000 migrants from Central America and Nepal. The decision allows the administration to continue moving forward with plans to terminate temporary protected status for these long-standing immigrant communities. Impact on migrants from Nepal, Honduras, and Nicaragua. The immediate consequence of the ruling is that approximately 7,000 Nepali migrants face the risk of deportation, as their TPS designations expired on August 5th. Likewise, TPS protections for 51,000 Hondurans and 3,000 Nicaraguans are scheduled to end on September 8th. Appeals Court issues emergency stay. The Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco granted an emergency stay pending appeal, pausing a district court order that had extended TPS protections. Judges appointed by Presidents Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and Donald Trump collectively issued the ruling. In their order, they wrote, "The district court's order granting plaintiffs' motion to postpone, entered July 31, 2025, is stayed pending further order of this court." Understanding temporary protected status. Temporary protected status is a humanitarian designation created by Congress and administered by the Department of Homeland Security. It shields migrants from deportation and provides them with work authorization if their home countries are deemed unsafe due to war, political instability, or natural disasters. Trump administration's approach to TPS. Since taking office, the Trump administration has pursued an aggressive campaign to roll back TPS protections, framing the program as an abuse of immigration law. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has argued that conditions in Nepal, Honduras, and Nicaragua no longer justify special protection. Long-standing roots of TPS holders. Immigrant rights advocates point out that most TPS holders have built deep ties in the United States. Nepalese recipients have lived in the country for over a decade, while Hondurans and Nicaraguans have been here for 26 years, following the devastation of Hurricane Mitch in 1998. Many have raised U.S.-born children, purchased homes, and started businesses. Critics of the administration say revoking TPS now will tear apart families and destabilize communities. Legal challenge in district court. On July 31st, U.S. District Judge Trina L. Thompson issued an order preventing the administration from terminating TPS while litigation continued. She faulted the government for failing to conduct an objective review of the country conditions, particularly noting the political violence in Honduras and the lingering effects of hurricanes and storms in Nicaragua. A follow-up hearing on the case is scheduled for November 18th. DHS response and legal arguments. In response, DHS officials reiterated that TPS was never intended as a substitute for the asylum system. Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said, TPS was never meant to be a de facto asylum system, yet that is how previous administrations have used it for decades. Plaintiffs in the case argue that the administration's actions were predetermined by campaign promises and racially motivated. Attorneys for the government, however, maintain that failing to implement the terminations inflicts irreparable harm on federal authorities by preventing them from enforcing lawful immigration policy. Broader pattern of TPS terminations. The dispute over Central American and Nepali migrants is part of a wider rollback of TPS under Trump. The administration has already terminated protections for roughly 350,000 Venezuelans, 500,000 Haitians, over 160,000 Ukrainians, and thousands from Afghanistan and Cameroon. Many of these terminations are being challenged in federal courts. Supreme Court's role in TPS disputes. Earlier in May, the U.S. Supreme Court allowed the administration to end TPS for Venezuelans through an emergency ruling. The justices provided no explanation for their decision, which is common in such cases, and did not address the underlying legal arguments. That decision has emboldened the administration to press forward with other TPS terminations. Conclusion: the Ninth Circuit's ruling marks another turning point in the ongoing battle over temporary protected status. While the Trump administration celebrates a victory in its campaign to restrict immigration programs, immigrant rights groups continue to challenge these decisions in court. For the tens of thousands of migrants who have lived, worked, and raised families in the U.S. for decades, the ruling brings renewed uncertainty about their futures as the legal battle continues. As legal challenges continue, the decision leaves immigrant families facing deep uncertainty about their future. Video highlighting the ongoing clash between the administration's strict immigration agenda and the decades-long protections relied upon by TPS holders. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.